Welcome on in, everybody. The stage is set for what seems to be just an interesting little scrimmage as we have a bit of mixing and matching of top players here in Pokemon Unite. Many members from IX Gaming are able to be seen on the bottom here in the loading, but the top team has players from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big Uzi once played on Ascendance, Art Ryu we've seen before on Aphelion, etc., etc. And today's Pokemon Unite matchup is brought to us by Toner with one of the best budget microphones out there, the TC30. Right out of the box, you'll get the mic already holstered with the fold-out stand, and you'll get a pop filter, and of course the cable that you need for connecting. Everything is made real clean and real simple. The pop filter just slides in over the top and snaps in place, and all you need to do from there is just plug into your PC, or you can also use it with PlayStation 4 and PS5. There's no software or additional devices needed. It really is as simple as plug, play, record. So if you're queuing up in Unite with the squad, streaming, whatever it may be, this is a budget-conscious mic to look out for. Use the link in the description to be taken directly over to the Amazon store for purchasing, and please enjoy. And of course, thank you to Toner for sponsoring this video, ladies and gentlemen. We do have that ready go. That's the starting buzzer if you want to call it that, but right here we see Art Ryu right now. Very typical playing the Greedent. This is the only character I've actually seen Art Ryu playing, and so I'm a little bit curious. Maybe she's seeing this right now. Let us know if you're ever playing anything else or sticking with the Greedent. But what's kind of fascinating here, especially if this is just a scrimmage or something, and certainly these teams might have even arranged, said, hey, let's go 5-stack on 5-stack, specifically creating this matchup. But the fascinating thing is to land on almost this mirror matchup, with the exception of course, our orange squad does have Cinderace playing as well as Venusaur, whereas purple would opt for a Dragonite Pikachu. Just the fact that we do have that kind of 1-1-3 arrangement though, and both of those top lane people chose Greedent. By the way, I'm sure viewers at home, you're noticing the free cam. Yes, we are using the hopefully new and improved Spectator Mode in Pokemon Unite. It can be a little bit sensitive as you're trying to move around the camera just in free cam style once again, whether you're on mobile or on Switch, which this one is on Nintendo Switch. And so I certainly could see maybe if we just had like a setting for our sensitivity on Spectator Mode, that could possibly fix that. I'm not really entirely positive though. 850 obviously means the arrival of Combi and Vespiquen, and that combo is going to go down right here on the top lane pretty quickly as we see the Covet from both Greedents. Big Uzi supporting Art Ryu right now. Only 1 point being the differential between these two teams. We are going to see a fluffy tail from Orange Squad's Greedent. That's going to be so sad Sam. And this opening is actually going to leave Art Ryu right now to go ahead and score in that 10. She can go beyond that goal after scoring that in. She can go ahead and take the citrus berries, but also maybe take some of that jungle over. We've got Elky J over there for IX Gaming, and we have Slash Can obviously for Purple Squad right now, both choosing to run Slowbro. And we are seeing different skins for each one. Slash Can kind of looking like, a day at the water park, something like that. Elky J for IX Gaming got that outfit that sort of looks like a gangster, but from like the Ivy League colleges. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I know, I said it. Art Ryu doing something that Greedent really is great for. Going to be scoring in rapidly and often, no matter what those point values. I mean, we've seen 10, we've seen 5, just little tiny point values too. That will be Elky J going down right now. Big Uzi with a 30, maybe looking to score this somewhat soon at least. That's kind of what you hope. Really in this early game, as you maybe also transition into mid-game, you can start accumulating even more points than that. But at this moment, Art Ryu is still looking to do that same kind of strategy right here. Let's see if we can get a burst down, use that belch on the Corphish right there, and we'll pick up another 3. And so as So Sad Sam right now goes to score in that 3, Art Ryu is going to go and score this 6. So it's sort of a trade-off right now between these two Greedents, and we're obviously seeing that the countdown is getting close to 0. That would be for the objectives of Dreadnought and Rotom. First ones on the map. It is worth noting, of course, with this new Spectator Mode, this is being recorded on January 20th. That is actually the day of the maintenance and the patch. I know that this will be uploading in the future, so I think it was just worth saying and noting that. And so certainly you're seeing Dreadnought bursted down at least below half somewhat quickly, and we might have a small little bit of contesting it. Yes, that will be actually J-Rod gonna steal that, secure that XP and shields for Purple Squad right now. Well executed, kind of getting that final hit with that Leaf Tornado, also possibly gonna use that to get this KO. No, it does seem that Fui actually will live to see another day, and not just that, put a lot of pressure right here on J-Rod. Okay, and as we're talking, of course, what ends up transpiring is Fui is gonna go down. So just when we thought Living living to see another battle? No, that will actually be a KO thanks to Big Uzi with that Hyper Beam. Another one of those things that's been patched. Several things did get touched through that January 20th maintenance, and so we will look to see if that can kind of shake things up right here. Right now, though, this is still a little bit more of the same of, let's call it, pre-20th play for the most part. And so Art Ryu now going to throw in that 38. That will break the top goal, and it looks like they are assaulting the bottom as well. This is not looking too great if you're Orange Squad right now. Fui will go ahead and put some pressure on Art Ryu. Doesn't really look to be shaken by it, though. She's just going to keep on going and maybe try to steal this farm, that top lane Audino right there, and then just cove it right on out. You're unstoppable. You move pretty quickly. So certainly that was very nicely executed. Art Ryu going to go ahead and belch on all of these Combi and Vespiquen, and we are seeing Orange Greedent going to come through that tall grass, maybe try to steal that last Vespiquen right there. And so right now Art Ryu just going to pick up points wherever she can, it looks like. And surely we will see another vying for the objectives once those start to become on the map once again. If it wasn't iterated enough at the top of the match, Zarok is sort of my, let's just call it an oddball character right now, in that I know that Zarok has played for IX Gaming before, and so the question is, why do we see 4 IX Gaming members, of course, and then see Zarok right here hanging out with another squad? And so maybe we need some answers, and hopefully we get them somehow, but that's not too important still for us to be able to enjoy this match. Look at Art Ryu going to go ahead and deposit another 17 up on the top lane. We are going to see the Unite moves fly, so that's going to be the Draco Impact right now, as well as Cotton Cloud Crash. We're seeing a lot, Pikachu, Cinderace, all in preparation for that Dreadnought, which is coming soon, but you obviously want to eliminate the other squad out of here. LKJ still withstanding all of this pain and pressure until being that last one, the last stand, right? And so Zarok is going to go ahead and start now on that Dreadnought along with J-Rod. They will lead the charge in doing some damage to it. Already going to bring it down to about half before Dragonite joins up. That's Big Uzi. But we'll see sort of a Slowbro defense right there further along that bottom goal as Dreadnought then falls. But it was just in case, maybe we need to wall off the Orange Squad from trying to make an attempt at our objective. That's what Purple Squad would be thinking right now. So 235 to 38 means that this is either going to come down to the zap play or Orange really needs something. They do have just over 2 minutes before that final stretch, possibly to put some pressure on, and that could come in the form of this Rotom right here. So we can see maybe Fui from IX right now might be able to just do enough damage to this. No, the Rotom will actually go to Purple because it is certainly when you're facing down Art Ryu as Greedent, but also J-Rod right there to back her up. It's a little bit much for a lone Cinderace, Fui, to try to take that on. But you're noticing that Orange is kind of able to turn this team fight around despite having to contest that Rotom as well. Now, this is where you want to be a little bit careful. You can see LKJ. That's exactly it. Got picked off because it's that they were going ahead, certainly passing up that Rotom, but not really being able to be backed up by the rest of the Orange Squad allies who were actually there. And so that's what makes that difficult, because you're essentially in this micro team fight separate from the squad fight at large. And so right now we're about to hit 3:30 on the clock. We'll be thinking about transitioning to that final stretch, but here in the late game, a few things can happen. It doesn't offer Orange a whole lot of options. Just you would think they might have done it by now, but you never want to say never, as Art Ryu is going to pull off those belches, and I'm so sorry. Yes, low battery right here. Hey, been making use of the new Spectator feature, checking out the new patch, but yes, Art Ryu, once again, securing these KOs. I love watching this player. She absolutely knows how to play Greedent, front to back, top to bottom, whatever it may be. Typically, we do see her generally start off just like in this matchup in that top lane, but I know that she herself has told even my viewers, but told people in general, she can play some other lanes. It's just obviously you do need to cater to whatever the match is going to need. That's kind of always the thing, right? And so Slashcan gonna go ahead and surf this Corphish, maybe just to get out of there and make sure that, hey, we've kind of got this good opportunity to escape, get back with the rest of my team, and it does pay off because look at this with Big Uzi. Will launch an offensive with that Hyper Beam, take out Orange Squad's Eldegoss right here. Any of these KOs right now still will provide enough time to come back in time to hit that Zapdos, if that does end up being the play here. Now, we can see Art Ryu and Purple Squad moving in. They do appear that they want to burst down this Dreadnought, and they can certainly do it. That is enough time. We've honestly got plenty of time and time to spare, of course, after knocking out this Dreadnought, so that will be Purple Squad, left side team. Zarok gonna get that final hit, so Purple will have, yet again, more shields and experience, and you can notice the level disparity right now. It's pretty deep. It's running pretty deep because really Cinderace and Venusaur for Orange are kind of their exceptions, but otherwise having some level 9 members, you can pick those off, especially in a squad fight like this with Zapdos. That will be the final stretch. There's the Berry Belly Flop along with lots of other Unite moves once again, and this is the time to use them. Verdant Anger going down from Venusaur, and just when you thought maybe Purple was going to have an advantage in this match, Orange getting the push that they desperately did need, and so they will certainly go ahead and storm those goals, and that is awful for Purple Squad because that will result in a team wipe at the Zap. And so we're now seeing So Sad Sam with that 100, and right now Venusaur also going to get in 100. You're about to hear this. What a goal. That will be happening a lot right now, with Fui also getting yet again another 50 deposited, which will result in 100, being that all the point values are doubled here in the final stretch. Can Purple make something of this? The answer is yes. You know, if you are a squad worth your salt, you can still, essentially, when you've got over a minute still left, and especially if all of you are spawning at once. Now, that may not be the case, of course, with Slowbro still yet to spawn on Purple. You can try to make this offensive. It's just Orange is doing what they probably should have, although we're noticing that ZL Hollow does kind of need to get out of there, but was being detected in that tall grass by Art Ryu the Greedent. And so from here on out, you know, what happens at this point? Because we've seen Purple dominating up until this point, so they certainly, it stands to logic, right, that they could mount a comeback right here and take back that victory that they had. But it was a really nice boost for Orange, and when you have that advantage of having the Zapdos and then you're ahead, hopefully you can regroup. That's kind of the idea, right? You can regroup your squad, although Purple, look at what they're doing. They are all ganged up together. And so when you have numbers like this, and if Orange doesn't answer that with numbers to match it, notice that's going to be a 56 in there right there, and then that's going to be 92 as well. We do see Orange Greedent, so sad Sam right here, looking to drop in, and that goal will be undefended. 100 yet again. What a goal for Orange, but notice all the goals being scored in this final stretch, and really within the last 20 seconds of the match. Does Purple have enough to win this? That is the question. I'm not actually sure if they did have sufficient points on the board to turn that around. That is going to be 3, 2, 1. Time is up. So ladies and gentlemen, it now comes down to the final score, so let's go ahead, await and see that tally. It certainly got close, but that will be victory. No, not for Purple Squad. It's actually going to be for that Orange Squad right now. It's just Purple because we ended up on them. Come on, Spectator Mode. That sort of took the wind out of our sails a little bit, you could say. But it really did come down to that Zapdos, and definitely was not without trying for the Purple Squad, which now ended up as Orange. Definitely good effort, but this is going to go to that IX Gaming Squad, at least most of IX. Once again, thanks to our sponsor. Check the links in the description. That's Toner with the TC30. I've been Dr. Kendo, and thanks for viewing.